and fantastic start to the service. Fantastic. First thing I want to say before I forget is my husband and I go to a pantry, a food pantry, twice a month. It has helped our grocery bill so much. But they give us 3 boxes like the one that's out on the table there every 2 weeks. And it's way more than I can and he can eat. So I share it with the spiritual family I go and visit the day after I get it. And so it's out there free. All the food is free. The veggies, the bread, from City Bakery, mind you. Yeah, good stuff in there. So please take anything you want and do not think twice about it. Take it all. It's going to go to a food kitchen on my way home if it doesn't get taken here. Okay? Thank you. All right. Most of you know me. Some of you don't. I've been on the spiritual path that I am currently on for about 35 years. It started in Durham. I was in and out of every denominational church there was, and then I found a Science of Mind church. It was brand new, it was just opening up, and there was this little tiny minister, Reverend Pat King. Whoa! She blew the roof off the Sunday service every Sunday. She was just so good. I fell in love with Science of Mind. Why? It made sense to me. Dr. Ernest Holmes went through all the major religions and pulled the common golden threads from all those major religions, and he put it in a book and he called it Science of Mind. And it's a philosophy, it's not a religion, but it's so full of empowerment, which is what I'm all about. I love to empower people. It's my work, my life's work. I started as a swimming instructor at 10 years old with my mom, empowering 5-year-olds to swim. And I tell you, it caught me in my heart so intensely. It was like, oh, I gotta teach. Whatever I do, I gotta teach. Whatever it is, I gotta find something I want to teach. Well, when I found Science of Mind, that was it. Well, I thought that was it. Until about maybe 17, 18 years ago, I came across Abraham Hicks. Some of you may know about Abraham Hicks, some of you may not. But it's a channeled material, a woman named Esther Hicks. It comes through her. Well, it put the last piece of the puzzle in for me, which was emotion, feeling. Not that Dr. Holmes didn't talk about feelings and their importance, but it wasn't a big part of his teachings. Abraham gave me that realization that our emotions are guidance straight from Spirit. And you can count on them as genuine and accurate. I promise you. They are your guiding light. They truly are. So I'm creating a new talk for centers. And this is the first time I've given this one. So I just want you to know that I don't know what Spirit's got for us to channel through me today, but I know it will be the right things for you all. Yes, exactly right. So what path are you choosing? When I say path, I mean, what is the path? What is the path leading to? That's the question you should ask me first of all. Where is this path leading? It is leading to you. To your fullness, the truth of who you are now. Since you've been on the planet having experiences, you're not the person you were born. You're so much more than that. And you will continue to evolve and grow and expand. And that's where the path is leading, to your wholeness. How do you know when you're feeling the fullness of God? Anybody? Oh, there's a rush, isn't there? It's like love personified. It's excitement, it's enthusiasm, it's fun, it's aliveness. Yes, yes, yes. And when you feel that, you are in your fullness as the person you came to be here on this earth right And when you slip down the slippery slope into emotions that are difficult, negative in many cases, what is it telling you? You are not resonating with what God thinks about you right now, or what the topic is you've got your eyes on right now. Your perceptions are totally different. You're seeing it through your human eyes with all your filters that you've put in since you were born because of all of the experiences you've had. You're seeing life through those eyes, and sometimes they take you in places that spirit just won't go. And that's why it feels so bad. Do you understand that? It's not that you're being punished. It's that you have chose to have a perspective, a perception of something that is not resonant with Source God. It's really that simple. We've made it so hard. But something that Abraham passed on recently, which I just latched onto, is we're at choice always, right? We're free will beings. We were born free will beings. No one can take that from you. You choose the thoughts you think. You choose the feelings you feel. So are you on the path of most allowing, or on the path of most resistance? Resistance being those thoughts that take you away from resonance with your higher God. And if you're choosing that path, consciously or not, you're gaining momentum in the wrong direction. Momentum is real. It comes from law. Law is like gravity. You cannot ignore it. It is real. And you create a point of attraction with the thoughts and feelings that you have. You're a vibrational being. You're energetic. At your core, you are vibrating. Now the question is, what vibration, what frequency are you emanating to law that is on it? Law is on it. It never turns off. It never goes away. It's always fair, and it will give you exactly what you have been thinking and feeling very soon. It's what's creating your future. And you may see something coming down your path. You're going, oh no, I didn't. I'm sorry. This is never going to be an assertion-based universe. This is a time-space reality that is based on attraction. So if something's coming down your path that you don't like, you created it coming to you. No, you didn't create it. You drew it to you with something going on in you that matched. And that's where you got to go in and look at what is it that makes me want to keep going down that slippery slope. I'm going to tell you what I think it is most of the time. Not always, most of the time. We all have opinions. And our lives have caused us to have opinions. Every opinion you hold, I promise you, is a point of resistance. This is how I know this. If I have an opinion, that means innately, I'm right, you're wrong. And I'm going to do everything I can to convince you otherwise, to get you to see things my way. And all that defensiveness and justifying is resistance, taking you further down that slippery slope. So, why do we do that? Well, we've worked down hard for our opinions. Our life has caused us so much crisis and trauma and pain at times. We create these opinions because, dang it, we lived them and they're true. Well, if they're true, does that make them what you want? There's the rub. You can feel very justified and very defensive and very, I'm here because of this, and the more you tell that story, the more you continue to create it in your future. It's your choice, but you can't keep telling people how bad it is and expect your life to get happy. It doesn't work that way. The universe doesn't hear our words. It feels our frequency. It feels the vibration we're putting out, and it responds in spades. It will always send you exact matches. And if you can just accept that as science, that is physics science, your frequency will attract similar frequencies. What are you attracting? What path are you choosing? Are you choosing to look for the love and the light and the beauty in every single person you meet? All the circumstances you find yourself in? Are you choosing Spirit's eyes, God's eyes, not human experience on this planet eyes, God's eyes? You decide, I'm going to see the love everywhere I go, in everything I do, and in every person I interact with. I'm looking for their God spark. And not a one of us came without it. Not a one of us. No matter how you judge someone as being horrible, God's spark is in them too. They're your brother and your sister. And we've got to stop judging people. That takes us down that slippery slope again, kids. We have to be the love and light that we came born to be. We came at this time, this particular time, on purpose. We knew there'd be horrible upheaval on this planet. We knew the planet herself would need us to anchor that love and light and help her ascend. And we are also so much in evolution as human species. We are evolving like crazy, faster than I think any scientific minds have thought possible. Why? Because so many of us have gone back to our hearts and chosen to be lovers, the lovers that we are. When you are not just a lover, you are flipping love incarnate. You are love incarnate. When you're not being love incarnate, you're not being your full self, and when you're not being your full self, it doesn't feel good. Resonance with Source is what we're after. We need our opinions to become intentions that are set on a moment-to-moment, if need be, but daily basis at least. Say when you wake up in the morning, I am pure love, and I am taking this pure love out into my world in spades. I am going to give it and receive it, and it's going to be a great day. And I know that there's going to be things that come down my path that aren't going to resonate, vibrate, be in the frequency of love. And you say thank you for those things, because those are your teachers. Those are the ones saying, woohoo, you still got some of this going on in there, and if you don't fix it, realize it, and get rid of it, you're going to keep taking it into your new story. We want to be on the path of most allowing. Where does that happen in the emotional scale, if you will? It's around contentment. You know, you can even be in hopefulness and still be in resistance. Do you feel that? When you have hope, you're not 100% knowing, right? So there's still a little something in there that's saying, I don't know, maybe. I have my doubts. Those are the voices, those are the parts of ourselves that we are being invited to by what comes down our path that we don't like. Those are the teachers that are showing us what is still in there that is holding us back. I know everyone in this room has something they still really want. And that's good. You are meant to come and you are meant to want and desire. That is part of your job as a human being. If you weren't sorting through all this contrast and deciding this is what I want and that is what I don't want, expansion, eternity would end. Your job is to keep making preferences and moving toward them. Now here's the catch. Everything wanted has its opposite. And we humans have been conditioned and trained for generations to look at the unwanted and keep looking at it and keep, because gosh, it could repeat itself if we don't keep an eye on it. Bull! It is garbage. If you keep looking at what is not working, you're going to create a whole bunch more of what's not working. Because that's law. That's law. You cannot buck the science, the knowledge we have now. It's like no one would ever go out onto that railing and jump off expecting to float up into the treetops. If you did, I'd say, holy crumb, you have totally ascended. You are beyond me, beyond everyone. Because you have to have absolute belief. I had a friend who had an amputated leg. And for years he would say, one day I'm going to grow this leg back. I'm going to believe deeply enough that I will grow this leg back. He passed away before that happened. But I will tell you, that is the catch. You must believe 100%. And if there's doubt and worry and concern back there, as I'm going to call them what they are, habitual loops. Habitual loops that flip around in there all the time, telling you things that aren't true. We've got to hold them out. We've got to say, no, that is not who I am. That is not who I came here to be. I picked that up along my physical trail, and I'm ready to throw it in the garbage. Write them down. Burn it. Go outside. Dig a hole. Scream into it what you don't want and bury it. Get it out of you. And when it comes back, you don't beat yourself up. You just go, oh, there it is again. This is a real persistent one. All right, it's not who I am. And you move your attention to something else. Because you can't keep looking at something that's unwanted, has been unwanted, and think that you're going to suddenly get what you want. You're looking at the wrong end of the stick. You're looking at the absence of it. And the more you look at the absence of it, the more law says, well, they just want more absence of this. But we have such a commitment to our opinions. And I want you to take a hard look at those this coming week and next. We've got a new moon coming. This is a great time for new beginnings. And it's in Virgo. I'm a Virgo. I think Virgos are innately very loving people, and very much love is involved in this new moon. What do you love? What do you want to create? What story is new that you're going to start telling, leaving behind the ones you keep sharing that aren't helping? Isn't it interesting sometimes? I get together with, I have a lot of elder friends. I was a trainer for 40 years, and as a personal trainer, I always seem to train maybe the generation, maybe 10 years above me, right? And then as I aged, right? So here I am, I'm 66, I started collecting in my 60s 80 and 90-year-old clients. Why? Because we're going to live a lot longer than previous generations, and those that are behind us as well. Do not listen to anything that tells you you are going to break down and fall apart and end up in a wheelchair drooling in a nursing home. That too is garbage. It's lies. It's what we were told would happen. This body, holy cow, it's miraculously designed way beyond anything our science can understand. It's designed to heal.
It's designed to be here a very long time if you believe that it will be. If, however, you believe you're going to fall apart and be a mess by 80 or 90, I don't want to see you then, because it will have come true. You choose. You choose. Please don't forget how empowered, how powerful you are. No, we are not God, but we are God in our lives, in our world. We're creating it, just like God created all of this. We are doing that personally in our own world. Remember momentum. Please, this is so important. Your thoughts create momentum, and before long, they'll just take you. You won't have control. You'll go down the rabbit hole so hard. You hit bottom and you say, oh God, I did it again. There's a point of no return with momentum. It's kind of like you're in a jet plane and decide to jump out. And you say, God help me. And God's going to say, it'll be over soon. Because the momentum is too great. It's too late. If you've got momentum going so strongly in one direction that you don't want, you need to, one, take your mind off of it any way you can, and two, don't go there for a while. Take a nap. Forget it. When you wake up the next day, make an affirmation, make an intention. I am new today. That is not coming with me anymore. And you leave it, and you might have to leave it several times before you really leave it, but you leave it. It's not your truth. You're new every day, and there's nothing back there, nothing negative back there that you need to keep living here unless you're choosing to keep living it here. So if you're holding grudges, if you're holding resentments, if you're holding on to anything about anybody that isn't in resonance with Source, and you know that by the way you think about that person, how do you feel? If you don't feel love, you got some work to do there. Because everybody is God incarnate, and everybody deserves to be treated like they are the God they are, and evolving. We're not going to evolve at the same time. We're all going to do it at different rates, and that's okay. But if you know in your heart, we're all going. I don't care what you've done in your past. I truly don't. If you have any concerns about thinking I'm some sort of angel, read my book. I've got 2 or 3 books back there about my autobiography. This is no angel here. This is a human being just like you. And you need to know that nothing in your past needs to come with you. Nothing. You can let go of the shame, the blame, all of it, and say, no. Today, I'm new. Today, my story is, I'm love. And I take that love everywhere. And I give it to everyone. I'm not selective. Everybody wants love. Everybody. So that's my job. I'm going to be a lover. And I'm going to see the world through God's eyes. Stop trying to see it through your human eyes, especially if it makes your stomach tighten up in a knot. If you're still watching the news, please, guys, do so very, very consciously. Do not let it suck you in. Most of it is there to scare you. Because if you're in fear, you're so easy to control. But we are sovereign beings. We were born sovereign, strong, powerful beings. And nobody can tell you anything unless you decide it's yours and you receive it. Okay? So the path of most allowing feels better and better and better as you move toward higher and higher resonance with your Source God. The path of most resistance feels worse and worse and worse as you descend into those deeper negative emotions. So you know, at any moment, you know, am I rocking it with Source? Am I looking at things that source won't look at that way. You get your answer immediately by how you feel. That's it. And so please, don't let anyone ever tell you that your feelings are just not really important, because boy, they're everything. Quickly, because I know we're getting close on time. We've got a little astrology. We're moving from Leo. We moved into Virgo today, on the 22nd, pardon me. The new moon is a beautiful new moon. It's called the Black Moon, okay? And great time to go look at meteors and stars when the moon is nice and new, because the sky is so dark. And it's a great, this is all about new beginnings. I mean, self-reflection, because you want to leave what you don't want to create behind you. So that first, but also then and take baby steps. I don't care if it's tiny little baby steps toward whatever's new for you, but keep moving forward in that direction. Mercury went direct. Thank you, God. I don't know about many of you, but communication gets really wonky when it's retrograde, and it got goofy, crazy bad. The new moon is squaring Uranus. Now, Uranus is all about sudden change, unpredictability. So don't be surprised if something comes out of left field, good or bad. Now, you know, if it's good, yay, you celebrate. If it's bad, I got a teacher here. What have I got here that I need to look at in me, right? The visible planetary parade. That's another reason to go out maybe tonight if it's clear, because you're going to be able to see with the naked eye, not all of these, but most of them. You're going to see Mercury, Venus, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. They're all lined up now and visible in the sky. You may need some help with seeing 2 or 3 of them, but most of them are going to be visible to your naked eye. It's just great fun to go and look up there and connect with your star family if you feel that is something that you really are about. I love all of you. I love coming here and speaking with you guys. I hope I didn't run too far over. Please have a fabulous couple months, and I'll see you. This is August. I'll see you in October. Thank you. Namaste.